welcome back to Nazarbayev University. It has been
It's my pleasure.
great. It has been a long time since we have met each other,
Yeah.
probably 2 years ago since we
Oh,
were in the classroom.
really? Okay.
Perhaps, yes. And by then, we were already hearing the exciting story of your Kazakh language startup, right? You have intellectual games, board games that are based on the cultural mission of promoting Kazakh language. And today you brought some of the sample games to us. Could you
Yeah.
introduce this interesting game to us?
Yeah, with pleasure. Thank you so much for interviewing. By the way, you were the first one who congratulated me when Forbes journal, they wrote about me. Remember, you
Yes.
wrote an email.
We're very proud.
Yeah. So these are board games called Test Up. We know, I mean, over the world there is Taboo, Alias, maybe a lot of people know how to play them, but in Kazakh we didn't have such games, so it was my kind of dream to have published this. So 3 years ago I published the first edition, and then for me I started a new page of this all entertainment in Kazakh. And after I started it, I understood that I need some kind of knowledge in business, in doing business. That's how I decided to apply for graduate school of business here. And 3 years after, now you can see it's just like several months ago, these two editions, new versions were published. So you can see the difference between what was before before graduate school of business and after.
Exactly. So what is the game about and how it is played?
Yeah. So this there are inside the cards with the words that you need to explain without saying this word.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's very good for entertaining, for developing your language skills. Yeah, it's very fun, a lot of fun.
Great. You mentioned about you started this business before you came to the MBA program at NUGSB. And now you have this new version of it.
Yeah.
You have also a related game also on Kazakh language education. Could you also tell us a little bit more on how your education, your experience here has related or supported your entrepreneurial journey with this project?
Yeah, it's very interesting to see this transformation because at first I started as hobby, as something I just wanted to do, and that's all. There was no financial side of this game. And after MBA, I understood that it's a big project, and you need not only consider the marketing, but also finance and how to say, you need to make a search before doing it. So even if you compare two versions, you can see even in the design. So here I put a lot of bright things that people would look and see.
Okay.
So how I did it, I collected a lot of games that are on the shops, and then I was comparing, doing what is good for this game, what is bad for this game, and that's how I did this one. So for me, it's kind of my practical work, because I applied all that I learned from the courses in this project.
Maybe from marketing.
Yeah,
you mentioned how to design.
Yeah, how to design, and also we did this test games. So when I got the first samples, I brought it to the people, and then we played, and then I made the questionnaire. So this is the first time I had this kind of preparation.
So this is something you didn't do
no,
before
for
you
the
took
first
the MBA
no.
program.
No.
So this reminds me of something we discussed in the classroom of the minimum viable product. Right? Basically, you're testing it, then you expand it to make it a more kind of fleshed out version of it. Right?
Yeah.
And besides the designing of it, did you make the business model differently? Do you collaborate with different distributor with this more mature version of the project?
Yes, I mean, even if you compare 3 years ago, we had a very limited ways of distributing. Now we have Kaspi, and you taught a lot about internet, how the technologies that IT startups platforms. Yes, now we are on Kaspi, we are on Flip, so in different sites, and diversity makes everything better. Yeah.
Great. And how is the other intellectual game relate to your overall mission of Kazakh language, gamifying the education of Kazakh language?
Yeah, it's not only about language. For me, it is kind of my mission to make Kazakh language trendy, so that people start playing, they start having fun in Kazakh. That's why also 3 years ago we started organizing quiz nights, where people just come together in the bar and they play answering the logical questions, intellectual questions. Yes, before I started MBA, we had these games in Astana only, and now we are playing in 6 cities.
Okay.
Of Kazakhstan, yes. And this is very good because I think when I started MBA, this kind of opened up my horizons, because I saw the financial, statements of big companies, and I understood what is it to be a real businessman. So I needed to spread to
So you started to formulate your mission. Right?
Yeah.
Bigger.
Yeah. So I think it's. I mean, the good thing about MBA is that you see the story and history of big companies, and that's how you become motivated to do more. You start being more ambitious in your own project. Yeah.
Nice. And you mentioned some of the courses that has been very instrumental for you to really structure and kind of further develop your business. What about the alumni network of the GSB? Did you get certain support, kind of support, like in terms of courage, in terms of resources, from or inspirations from our alumni network, for example?
Yeah. For now, I got very good friends, but since my topic is very narrow, I would say, specific. So I didn't find yet the ways to collaborate with my classmates, but still, this feeling of being supported, and also my classmates, they were from all different backgrounds, and I mean, even that they always support me, telling about my project to their friends and colleagues. This is a big support for me. So yeah, for now I got just only good friends.
Yes, I remember you had a very diverse cohort of students that year, right?
Yeah.
From USA, from also South Asia, and from Africa.
Pakistan, yes,
exactly.
yes.
So that was very international.
Yeah, it's very funny because these international, my international classmates, they subscribe to these accounts, which is totally in Kazakh, and they put like, even though they don't understand.
But they started to learn, right?
Yeah. So it's very good.
Wonderful. So as you further develop this project, what is the next step, and what excites you most to further pursue it and improve it?
Yeah, I don't know really. I mean, there are a lot of things that needs to be nailed, So my first aim, my goal is to make this project very properly organized. And then I think the other things like then people would learn more about this project if I make everything very properly organized. Yeah.
So in terms of organized, you mean which aspect of it? The management aspect?
Yeah, management aspect is still very complex, you know. For example, how we collect people for these games, it's not easy, you know. Each week we collect 100 people together to play this game. So my task is to make it not 100 but 200. So we need to grow every time. So because even now not everyone knows about these games. Yeah.
You want to find a way so this it can spread.
Spread, exactly.
Like viral is kind of spread.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some kind of
also, you know what is my own how to say достижение, как будет? Yeah, you know what is my own achievement? When I started it, there was no quiz in Kazakh, and now there are 4 quizzes in Kazakh.
Great.
So you see, yeah, yeah.
Really improved this.
So when there are a lot of players in this market, your product becomes much better, and this is what I'm feeling it now. Yeah, because you can't even sleep. You always think how to make it better. Yeah.
So how do you think our your alma mater, UGSB, our community of faculty and also alumni network can maybe facilitate the next chapter of your project? What can we do to share certain resources and network to help you succeed?
Yeah. I'm a great patriot of this university because I did my bachelor also here, and I know how I know how great this university is. So I always say that I am alumni of Nazarbayev University, and I'm doing something for Kazakh language. So I think in our society, not everyone knows what is happening here. So if Nazarbayev University would say that such projects are happening here at Nazarbayev University, but alumni, it will be a lot of help for me and also good for the university.
Great.
So yeah,
information. We're excited to also to do everything we can to facilitate your project. As I see it, many of our international faculty and local faculty, our kids are studying in the schools where Kazakh language is one of the kind of language kids have to study, right? And there, the instructors have major challenges of making it fun and interesting for kids to learn. And I think your game would really help to boost some of the gamification aspect of Kazakh language education. We'll definitely spread the word.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wish you all the best with this project.
Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure that my university is inviting me here, and you exactly interviewing me, because I didn't tell that when I was applying for this program, professor was the one who was interviewing me, and he asked like, why you are applying to this university? And I said that I want our art to become monetized. You remember? And then he said, oh, this is interesting. And I said, oh my God, he will put plus.
Exactly. And you're not only saying that, you are practicing it.
Yeah, and also you, in your courses, you always say, about this known unknowns. Yes. And during the course, I didn't understand it. And now when I had a lot of things unknowns that I cannot predict. For example, I say, okay, professor said it's normal to have these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why courage and support and the community are really so important for us.
Yeah.
Right? So together we grow. Together we tackle these difficulties.
Yes.
And together we cherish your achievement, right? And we're very proud for your achievement, and we want to hear more of your progress and your stories.
I will do my best.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.